Welcome to Excel with Chef Jack. Here we go. So, just to recap on what we were talking about the other day, we started to fill in the sheet. Right now, we're just going to do this one, and then once this sheet is complete, we'll just copy and paste it into other worksheets for soup, salad, small plates, entrees, desserts. So we've just filled in some data. We've got number sold, which is just the sum of these three columns. The menu price. Total sales is the number sold times the menu price. Percent of total sold. And always in the parentheses is what the formula is going to be. So that's the total sales divided by the weekly subtotal, which we created down here. And if I click on that cell, you can see it's sum of I 2 through 6. So 2 through 6. And then customer count is linked from the sales sheet. So if you remember that, we linked it going over to the sales sheet. So these numbers, which is E3 and 4, if I go over to the soup, it says it comes from the sales sheet E3 and E4. So then as you change the sales numbers, I'll quick do that. I'll just go to 2, and then go over to the soup. You can see now it's 2, 2. So let me go back and change this so I'm not confused. And then we also have the subtotal for the customer count for each week. So week 1, week 2. All right, so moving on, we've got 2 more columns to complete here, and we're almost there. So percent of weekly customer count. So it's NS, which is number sold, divided by the weekly customer count. So that'll give us a percentage of how many people bought that particular item for that week. So the formula is equal number sold divided by, because we're going to keep it for the same denominator, you got it, $, okay, $27. So now this highlights, good, they're 300%. So obviously that's kind of odd, but if you look, we only served 2 customers and we sold 6 items. So once these actual customer counts come in, then that'll get pulled out. And then what you can do is copy this down. Remember to copy it down without formatting, because that way you won't lose your line. Now when we get here, just change it to 28. And then change this down here. Same again. You guys are getting the idea. And I wonder if there's a way I can speed this up. I'll see if I can speed this up for the actual class. So then we're down here. Now you're going to have to change it to 30. And change this to 31. And then remember, once we're done with the sheet, we'll just copy and paste it. So this is the only time you'll have to do all this. So you can just reuse all the same work. So that looks pretty good. Now we've got percent of total customer count. So number sold times the weekly customer count factor divided by total customer count. So that way, what that kind of helps you to do is, if you serve 20 people one day and 100 people the next day, and you serve 20 soups both days, but actually on the first day when you serve 20 people is 100% of the people bought the soup versus 20% when you serve 100 people. So it's a way to, so it doesn't matter how many people you've served, you're still going to figure out what percentage of people bought that soup, which ultimately then gives you what your best menu items are. Now the tricky part, if it's not tricky enough, we're going to have to, if you come back, max factor is E14, which is the total customer count served on any given day, divided by the customers you served for that day. So the maximum we serve for any day is 5, and we only served 1 customer in theory this one day. So you'd have to the factor number is 5, so that times that will equal that. And conversely, down here, we serve 5 people, so 5 times 1 equals 5. This number times that number equals that number. And that's why here you got 3 times 1.66666 equals 5. So this is the number, the factor that'll give you make that adjustment for you. Another way to do this is equals, and then just go equals. You can also paste the link, but this is just another way of doing it. Equal, go to your sales sheet. I hope you're not getting dizzy yet. So there we go. To 3, to 5, to 7, to 9, 11. All right, so now that we've got that number equal number sold times the weekly customer count factor, we're going to have to put our dollar signs in, and we're at M27. See, now it's highlighted. And then divided by total customer count, which is here, but it's not here. So we're going to have to put him in, but you can still pick that cell, so it's K32, and then we want to put in our dollar signs. So I'll go up here, or you can also hit F4 to put in your dollar signs. We've got a 0 because there's nothing in this, so you can go up to auto sum, and actually we're going to change it. We're going to go all 5 cells. Now you're at 30, so now you're at 100%. And then this one is the same thing, but you're going to change it to M28, which is this factor. And then I'll quickly do this. And again, I'll see if I can speed this up a little bit. So there's there times that divided by that. So you just think of all the things that you could do with this. You know, you could start doing a budget for yourself. You could start. Now, if you want, you could print this out, put a copy of it on your refrigerator, take a picture of it, put it up on Snapchat, your Facebook page. So now everything is in here. Got all the calculations. And then do is we will. So with that, I think we're done. So I said, see, this is short, keep it short and sweet. So now your sheet should look like this. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you how to copy and paste it. And then we'll end up with our soup small plate. But I'll save that for another time. There you go. Another quick little video from Chef Jack. Enjoy the day.